Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's world. You feel that? You feel that goosebumps running through your body? I do. After seeing that segment, Sami Zayn confronting Jey Uso. Jey Uso telling Sami he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. And Sami letting him know, you've always had a choice. The real reason you're mad at me is because I did something you didn't have the guts to do. You have been taking the abuse from Roman Reigns for 3 years now. I had it in me to break away from it. And that's why you're mad at me. Usos come out, attack Sami Zayn. And the moment we've all been waiting for, the moment we all thought was going to happen, finally happened. Kevin Owens came out in the same black jacket that Sami came out in to save him. Runs off the Usos. And we finally see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn embrace. After 10 years, over 10 years of betrayals, of a toxic, very toxic relationship, these two had one of the biggest moments I've seen WWE have in a long time, in over a decade. I haven't seen a reunion get that big of a pop. I mean, I do remember Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins reuniting for the Shield. That got a big pop. Personally, I kind of compare it to when Shawn Michaels and Triple H reunited. DX 2006. Same feeling. You knew it was coming, but when it happened, it meant a lot. The reason why I'm going to put this over the Shield, because that reunion with Seth and Dean Ambrose ultimately led to nothing. It led to nothing. It didn't really lead to anything. This reunion with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is the culmination of multiple storylines. Multiple storylines. It's not just Sami's story. It's also Kevin's story. We're talking about, I dare say, 3 years? Man, fuck that. 10 years. Because this is tying in their feud before NXT on Ring of Honor. This is a long-term story that transcends WWE. Just another layer to it. Multiple layers. This type of storytelling is next level, man. And the factors added to it, the stuff with Jey Uso, Sami telling Jey, you didn't have the guts to put that chair in the back, put the knife in the back of Roman Reigns. But I did. That's setting up something. We see Cody Rhodes being the mediator, bringing these two together, and then backstage, watching them reunite. What does that say? That means Cody Rhodes is all about peace and harmony, and Roman Reigns is about chaos and disorder. You know, I'm day by day starting to buy into this idea that Cody's going to beat Roman. Because before, I wasn't buying it. I know a lot of people were sitting here, he has to win. It makes the most sense for him to come in and beat Roman. And I'm just like, okay, but it made sense for Drew to beat Roman. That didn't happen. It made sense for Sami to beat Roman. That didn't happen. What makes you think it's going to happen with Cody? What about Cody is different from Drew and Sami? You get me? Well, I'll tell you what's different. Cody has help. Last week, I told y'all, the only way Cody was going to beat Roman as if he had a front, if he had his own team. You can't beat Roman with just in-ring ability. You have to beat him outside the ring too. Well, he has Sami and Kevin by his side, and I think he's getting one more person. That being Jey Uso. If all the stars align, we will have a new world champion at WrestleMania. And you know what? It would be the perfect way for Cody to get that belt. Man, what a moment that will be. I'm just picturing it. Roman inside the ring with Cody. We see Jey Uso walk in and hit Roman in the back with a steel chair. The third time that it would happen. It happened with Seth. It happened with Sami. And then it'll happen with Jey. And that third time will cost him his throne. The Mad King will be dethroned. Finally dethroned. And Cody Rhodes will conquer the Tribal Chief to become your WWE Champion. It's all about the story. If that's the story if that is the story they're telling, I'm in. Let's go. Cody Rhodes is world champion. I never once said on this channel that Cody Rhodes could never be a world champion. Should never be a world champion. Wouldn't be a good champion. That's not true. That's just stupid. None of that's a fact. None of that is false. All those things that I've said about Cody being a great champion, all that kind of stuff, I believe it. I've been saying it for years. I've never went away from that. The problem here is believably having Cody beat Roman by himself, which is what a lot of people want, which I think is stupid. That's not the story we're telling here. You want Cody to win, he needs help. He's going to get help. And with that battlefront, the bloodline ends. The storyline of the bloodline ends at WrestleMania. And see, what I love about this is that it pays respect to not just long-term booking, which is awesome. You need that. But it also pays respect to everybody's career here. It pays respect to Jey Uso's story. It pays respect to Roman Reigns and his story of finally reaching the top after struggling for so long and not getting the respect of the fans. And they finally acknowledge him. He's doing everything he can to remain in that spot to be acknowledged. And then when he loses it, oh man, that to me is going to be the best part. The best part about this story, you can say it's Cody winning. I think that's a great moment. It will be an amazing moment. To me, what I'm intrigued about is what happens when Roman loses. When he loses that throne, when he is no longer the king, the Mad King, what happens to him? Does he get desperate? Does he become ferocious? Does he become something darker? Because when you lose that throne, you become more desperate to get it back. And once you lose those titles, the only other way for him to become Tribal Chief is to beat another Tribal Chief. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes for next year. I'm done trying to predict whether The Rock or Roman Reigns will happen at WrestleMania or not. To me, the time to do it would have been this year, but you know, if they're advertising it for WrestleMania 40, I mean, that's the story to do it with. Roman loses his top spot, and now he finds the only way to get back to that top spot is to beat The Rock. That's it. Like, at this point in time, if you don't go with that story, then you might as well not do Rock and Roman. The only reason I'm talking about it is because, quite frankly, after Roman loses the belts, there's literally nothing for him to do. What, you're going to have him go down the card and win the IC title? After Roman loses to Cody Rhodes, that's it. It's time to go to Hollywood. I'm serious. After Roman loses these belts, I don't think he's staying. I think he's done. What do you do after that? What do you do with Roman after he loses these belts? That's it. His story's complete. He's main evented WrestleMania. Well, it's going to be 8 times when it comes to WrestleMania 39. 8 WrestleMania main events. That's insane. 8. 31, 32, 33, 34. Skip 35. Skip 36. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Maybe it is 7. 37, 38, 39. 37, 38, 39. Okay, maybe 7 main events. Never mind. I don't know why I thought 8. Because I'm thinking he's main evented every single one since 30. It feels like he's main evented every single one since 31, right? No, he missed 2. So, okay. Never mind. So what is that, 6? It'll be 7 if he gets The Rock next year. But regardless, it's one of those things where you finally just kind of look back on it and you go, man, that's gonna be it. This entire run with the Bloodline with Roman Reigns on top comes to an end, and it's gonna be sad because it's one of the best storylines that WWE has ever done. And I guess, to be completely transparent, that's kind of why I don't want it to end. If you want me to be honest with you, I am a little biased. I kind of don't want Roman's reign to end because I know we're getting some of the best storytelling we've gotten in WWE in such a long time. And I do not know if we're going to get back to this. How do we get back to this? I don't know, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I thought SmackDown, in terms of the promos, phenomenal. Every segment on this show was next level. Every segment. Well, okay, maybe not Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. That was all right. I wasn't much of a fan of their brawl, but the crowd loved it, so that was something. But loved Ray and Dom. You already know where that has to go. Ray is telling Dom, I will never fight you. Doesn't matter what you do. Well, Dom, he's going to have to go with the nuclear option. He's going to have to ruin his Hall of Fame induction, which is what they're going to do. I hope they do that. Everything involving Sami, Cody, Kevin, Jay, the Bloodline, all of that was cinema. It was cinema, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought it was a phenomenal show in terms of the segments. In terms of the wrestling, meh. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't the best night for wrestling. Didn't really care about the Drew versus Sheamus match. Kind of knew it was going to end in a draw. Some sort of draw. Although Gunther and his crew attacked him. Still, I knew neither one was going to come out the winner. It was going to end in a triple threat, which is what we got. A triple threat. And then the other matches were whatever, quite frankly. LA Knight loses to Xavier Woods. I'm assuming that's leading to him having a match against some random opponent at WrestleMania. Please be Stone Cold Steve Austin. 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 And then they're doing a fatal 4-way for the women and men, apparently. Fatal 4-way tag team matches for both women and men. They already revealed what the men's going to be. We're going to find out what the women are going to do. I can already predict both of them before it even happens. I think that's it. Was there anything else that I missed? Because I really honestly, we're going to blow right through the other stuff. I want to focus on Ray and Dom and the Bloodline. Okay? I'm going to even skip over Rhea and Charlotte because I thought that segment was Sigh. Crowd there loved it. Great. Not going to hate on it. I will talk about one thing when it comes to that match, though. because apparently they were in the news for something that was debunked by Fightful Select. Rumor is Charlotte and Rhea are going to main event night 1. So we'll talk about that first before we get to anything. We'll get on that first. Then we'll talk about the Bella Twins being no more. Brie and Nikki are no longer the Bella Twins. They are Brie and Nikki Garcia, the Garcia twins. Interesting. And then, of course, congratulations to the second inductee into the Hall of Fame, the great Muta. Now, I'm being told that the ceremony, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, is going to be very small this year. I think it's going to be, they said maybe 3 or 4. So we know Rey Mysterio, great Muta, Stacy Keibler, that one has been rumored and almost confirmed. Which, by the way, absolutely yes. Stacy Keibler is one of the hottest women to ever walk through WWE. And when you think about...
What were the last 2 songs during the countdown?
Oh, that was by, Fat... Ooh, who was it again? Let me get it for you. While I'm looking that up for you, my friend, let me get back to what I was saying. Sorry, y'all. I paused super chats and somehow they slipped through. Thank you for the donation, by the way. But while I'm looking for that, and see, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I was talking about Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, and then I went to Brie and Nikki, and then the Great Muta, and then I was talking about Stacy Keibler. See, that's why I paused super chats. Stacy Keibler. You have to remember that Stacy Keibler was one of the highest women and got one of the highest ratings out of anyone on the shows. Her and Tori Wilson got massive ratings. Whenever they did bra and panties, evening gown, when those segments were on TV, ratings were up. People watched. People cared when Stacy was on. Yes, she was eye candy. Yes, she was about bra and panties. But you know what? That era had its time, and she is one of the most noteworthy women to ever walk through WWE. So you can hate her all you want. She is a Hall of Famer. So the name of the song, both of them, were Fat Flavor Crew, Love Me to the Limit, and I think the other one was Love Magic. So you got Love Magic and Love Me to the Limit. Fat Flavor Crew. I'm going to even type it in the live chat for you. And it's not like fat, like F-A-T. It's Fat Flavor Crew. Love Me to the Limit. And what was the other one? I said Love Me to the Limit and Love Magic. So there you go. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm not going to spend too much time keeping you here. I'm going to go ahead and pay these bills. Sponsorship, likes, shout outs, and then we'll get right to the show. So if you don't mind, let's get started. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexisworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi and please get yourself a t-shirt. T-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. My America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. Today's sponsor is Amazon Music Unlimited. Amazon Music Unlimited is one of the best platforms for music. I can get you a month free. Afterwards, that'll be up to you. But here's how I can get you a month free. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor. And then, of course, we'll get to some shout outs. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices: smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, in the description below. Thank you all for being here. Over 100 people live. It's good to have you all here. Please show some love to the moderators: Ultra, Shao97, Firestar Heart, Elias Demi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Big MGM, and of course Khalil does everything, everything for helping to keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. It is important that you guys hit that like button. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. It is imperative that you guys keep those likes up, and it's been helping me. My numbers have been in the green all month long. My shorts are gaining views. My lives are gaining views. A lot of things are happening for me, and it's because of you. And I am grateful, eternally grateful for your time, for your donations, for you continuing to make me a featured soul, a featured personality here on YouTube. A troll tried to get in here, and then he got sent to the shadow realm by one of my mods. You like to see it. So I see that super chat sitting right there. Let me play that super chat, and then we'll get right to the actual shoutouts.
Don't forget about the Davey Richards situation, and I believe Charlotte and Rhea may now be NODQ, and Ray's wife may get involved in the story soon.
So I won't say much about the Davey Richards situation yet because I need more details. A lot of the stuff that I'm reading or hearing has been out there. It has been out there for a while. Apparently he's been abusive to Angelina Love. But, you know, if I'm being completely honest with you, when it comes to Davey Richards, he really wasn't my cup of tea to begin with. I know he respects Chris Benoit and, you know, Dynamite Kid, but when someone like that gets allegations of beating his wife and being hard to work with, apparently he violated a lot of conduct, code of conducts in all the wrestling shows. They're distancing themselves from him. Yeah, let me get more details on that story, because clearly we got a lot more coming out about him. When it reaches a fever, when it's a fever pitch and it gets like really, really hot, I'll be sure to talk about that. But right now, and no DQ for Charlotte and Rhea. I'm fine with that. Also, I'm hearing that Ray's wife might get involved with the storyline. Okay. Shoot, why not? I'm not. Is he gonna slap his mama? Make you wanna slap your mama. Fighting Rey Mysterio? Make sure when I slap your mama. Hilarious. Alright, let's get these shout outs in. Thank you to the fine people for being here. We got Mr. Wrestle, Nicholas Gerard. Good to have you here. Nate Klein, JJ Bulldog, Anthony White, Monaco 42, JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? Bulldog, and his house. Is that Mr. Robert Brown? Excuse me, I mean, from Browntown, Mr. Robert Brown. We also got Joseph Winters. I think I saw, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. There he is. TLB the Fly Guy. And you know, I've been singing a lot lately, but you know I love to sing when I see Wrestle Spider, Wrestle Spider. Scene. Good to have you here, Wrestle Spider. Maxwell, Janice. I think I said it right the first time. Janice. Carlos Marenzo. I think I also see Beef Anal. Anal. Beef Anali. Is it Anal or Anelli? Can't really tell. John Beal II, Paid Enthusiast, is at Murtis Bauman. I don't even think I said your name right. Please let me know. Anthony is Methodical, Super Loco, Shadow Star, and last but not least, definitely not least, show some love to Mr. Adam Ritter, who keeps going, hey, I said, hey, I was born today. Adam Ritter in the Hits House. Good to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. We have a lot to get to. This is a big show. But always, get your thoughts in with donations. I'll be sure to read your donations at the end of the show. So please continue to donate throughout the stream. Alright. Let's go ahead and get things started here. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. So, Charlotte Flair did an interview with Forbes, and she actually posted it on her Twitter, where she argues that her and Rhea should main event WrestleMania Night 1. Her logic, Rhea won the Rumble. The Rumble winner should main event a WrestleMania. I could stop right there. That's a legit reason to main event WrestleMania, right? That was the reason why Cody got Night 2. But she goes on to talk about Rhea's history, how this feud has been built over 3 years. Kinda, sorta. This feud has been going for a while, and they've crossed paths many times throughout those 3 years. The story of Rhea fighting Charlotte before she was ready, getting embarrassed, and having to work her way back up from NXT. And then Rhea fought Charlotte again and got embarrassed again in 2021. Rhea has yet to get one victory, one win over Charlotte. And Charlotte continues to improve, continues to get better every single year. And the word is Rhea Ripley has reached the biggest point of her wrestling career. She's the best she's ever been. She's improved so much. This match should main event WrestleMania Night 1. So, look here. I'm all for the women getting spotlights in wrestling. I'm not that type of dude that's selfish about men always being in the main event scene. I don't care. Whatever match is the best match on the card, male, female, transgender, I don't care. That should main event the show. I have to say, though, when you look at the card and what looks like is going to be the main event, I don't see this closing the show. If anything, I think Rhea Ripley and Charlotte should open. They should open WrestleMania. Yeah, that should be the first match we see. That being said, I like the idea of Charlotte and Rhea Ripley having a no DQ match. Someone just posted that on the stream, and I think with that stipulation, you could close the show with it. Depending on where they put Sami, KO, and the Usos. Because if they put Sami, KO, and Usos on the second night, Night 2, then yeah, for sure, close with Charlotte and Rhea. But even then, I would kind of want to see Sheamus, Drew, and Gunther, Gunther, main event Night 1, excuse me. Night 2 is going to go to Cody and Roman. What am I talking about? Man, yeah. If Sami and KO versus the Usos is going to be on Night 1, that should be the main event. That's the best story we got going in wrestling right now. Sorry, Charlotte. Sorry, Rhea. If anything else, I think it would be better for Charlotte to lose her championship. I'm going to say that again. To lose her championship in the opening of WrestleMania Night 1. That's what I think. I think Charlotte going into WrestleMania with this idea that she's the best in the world, she cannot be topped, and then finally finally being conquered by Rhea Ripley, which, by the way, I've said it before, I'll say it again, needs to be a squash, needs to be a Brock Lesnar, John Cena 2014 squash, needs to be an absolute obliteration of Charlotte. That would be the best way to put Rhea open. That would be the best time to put her over. Because everyone's expecting some type of a hard-hitting, back and forth brawl with these women. No one would expect a squash match. Because it's Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. I hope it happens. What a way to smash over Rhea. But in my personal opinion, if Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the Usos are on night one, that's your main event. Anything that goes after that is not going to work. You put that match last, because you know that's going to get the best reaction. The Bloodline should close both nights, period. It's not sexist to think that way. I just think for this year, the Bloodline should close. If it was up to me, the Women's Championship matches open both shows. Charlotte and Rhea open night one, and then Asuka and Bianca open night two. That's what I would do. But give me your thoughts. Maybe I'm in the minority on that one. Although I don't think so. I think a lot of people are with me when I say, nah. I don't think so. I think Charlotte and Rhea should go ahead and open night one instead of closing night one. That's just how I think. So give me your thoughts. Let's move on to the next piece of news. Congratulations, or in order. The great Muta is the second inductee into the 2023 class of the WWE Hall of Fame. Long overdue. A legend, a legacy that spans over four decades. I think he debuted in the 80s? 70s? He's been wrestling since the 70s. I know that. Probably longer, excuse me. But he debuted as the Great Muta in the 80s. So, four decades? 4 decades. That feels right. He is a master of that Japanese strong style. And he's made a name for himself in every promotion he's wrestled in. This might be the greatest wrestler. Yeah, this might be the best wrestler so far to never wrestle for WWE. In terms of lineage and longevity, yeah. He's up there for sure. One of the best wrestlers to never wrestle for WWE. And his presence is felt everywhere. His career inspired many wrestlers to do what they do. I'm not too sure if this is true, but did he invent the Shining Wizard? I know he invented the Muta Lock. I know the Muta Lock came from him. But he invented the Shining Wizard, right? And then that crazy elbow drop that he does is really, really cool. Who invented the Poison Mist? Was it him? I'm not too sure if he invented the Poison Mist or not. I think he took that from somebody. But a lot of signature moves that you see nowadays came from this dude. Someone said he invented the moonsault? Nah. Are you serious? He invented the moonsault. I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about that one, but he probably did. Yeah, he's a legend. He is a legend in this business. And well-deserved. Absolutely. If you want this Hall of Fame, if you want the WWE Hall of Fame period to feel prestigious, you need the Great Muta in there. Shit. We're inducting him. He's inducting us. You know what I mean? You need someone like the Great Muta to legitimize this Hall of Fame. So there you go. That's crazy, man. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about the Great Muta going in. And let me know if he didn't. Let me know if he invented the poison mist. People are telling me he did. He really did invent the poison mist. Wow. That's crazy. That's incredible. That's incredible, man. I love it. Someone just asked me, so who should be inducted next? Well, like I told you, Stacy Keibler is going in. That will be the next one. They'll announce her next week. The last one should be Batista. It should be Batista. It's time. Because he walks alone. Inside this pit of danger, a place where no one follows me, I walk alone. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, he should go in the Hall of Fame. We need someone from Hollywood to go in the Hall of Fame. If it's not going to be The Rock, it should be Batista. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Let's move on. Well, hello. Brie and Nikki. Two women that you know as the Bella Twins. Because you can look, but you can't. Sorry about that. Two women you know for having sorry about that. Can't say it. I can't do either one of those no more. You want to know why? Because the Bella Twins are no longer a thing. The Bella Twins are no more. Say hello to the Garcia twins. No, I'm not kidding you. They have officially announced that they are leaving, officially parting ways with WWE. They'll be going by their birth names, the Garcias, moving forward. Says here, Nikki and Brie are looking forward to focusing on a new chapter as mothers, entrepreneurs, hosts, and executive producers. They have no ill will towards WWE. It was a mutual parting. Mutual. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to this. They haven't been very happy at all with the direction of the women since Triple H took over. If I'm being honest with you. They were left off of Raw 30. They were supposed to be there, but then they said no. I don't know. I think there's more to the story here, but I don't care. Can I be honest with you? Good luck to them. Best of luck to both Nikki and Brie. I wish them the best in what they're doing. Because as someone who's currently betting on himself, I'm someone that has started his own business, and I'm traversing a world, a path that no one in my family or anyone around me in my circle has ever done. I'm doing this by myself. I would be a big hypocrite if I did not wish them the best. And no, I'm not going to lie. I was never, ever, 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 ever the biggest fan of the Bella Twins. If you go back to my videos, I definitely knocked them a couple of times. I didn't think at one point in time that they were ever going to be taken seriously as female wrestlers. Has that changed over time? I don't dislike them as much as I did. I think them leaving WWE or being featured less on WWE television has helped. And I tend to like them better outside of WWE as like personalities. Brie more than Nikki, although I understand why they're both loved, especially in that live reality television genre space. You know what I mean? They're superstars in that space. And that's what's crazy, because when they did Total Divas, they didn't think the Bella Twins would catch on as much as they did. And they did. The Bella Twins literally built their own fan base through reality television. They have made their own fan base. They have built their own brand off of reality television. And we've seen what that can do. We saw it with the Kardashians, with Paris Hilton, with Jersey Shore. There is a market for that. And they are managing to literally get over, not based off of what they did inside wrestling, but through that market. And they brought fans from that market to the wrestling business. And they deserve credit for that. I don't gotta like them to say it, but yeah, they deserve credit for it. Do I think that they're legends? Doesn't matter because they're in the Hall of Fame. But at the end of the day, whatever matters, it doesn't compare to what matters to Brie and Nikki first, which is their happiness. They gotta do what makes them happy. Do what makes them get up in the morning, look themselves in the mirror and go, you're the fucking shit. You're that bitch. And you know what? If this is what they want to do, all power to them. All power to them. So, thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel. Please get them likes up. We're over 100 people here, but we got 65 likes. Get them likes up. And give me your thoughts about the Bellas leaving WWE. Let's get to SmackDown. As I said before, SmackDown was phenomenal in terms of the segments. In terms of the promos, oh, this show was awesome. The wrestling, not so much. The fighting, I didn't really care. I think that's just something I had to accept. I think AEW kicks WWE's ass in terms of in-ring wrestling. It's not even close. But WWE absolutely massacres AEW in terms of storytelling and character development. It's kind of sad how far apart they are in their different strengths. AEW has much better in-ring performance, but WWE has much better storytelling with wrestling. I wish they would combine together. If AEW had WWE storytelling, oh my god, holy shit, they'd be the best thing ever. And if WWE had AEW's in-ring performance, oh my god. What could you say if they had the type of wrestling that AEW has? Incredible. So we're going to go through the stuff that didn't matter to me all that much. So let's talk about Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley defeating Legado del Fantasma, that's Santos Escobar, and Zelina Vega. Fine ass Zelina Vega. A nice match overall, you know. Legado del Fantasma paying respects to Rey Mysterio. But they got their ass whooped by Rhea Ripley and Dominic. I don't know how I feel about Rhea selling as much as he is. You know, I feel like someone like Rhea shouldn't be selling that much. She should back off on the selling a little bit. But that's neither here or there. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez win their WrestleMania Showcase qualifying match to be in that fatal 4-way tag match for the women. They beat Emma and Tegan Nox. Whoop. That's all I gotta say is whoop. LA Knight, LA Knight, yeah, lost to Xavier Woods. Because, you know, when you got someone that's getting over or as is hot like LA Knight, you have him lose. And next week, he's going to lose again to Rey Mysterio. And then what we'll probably do is LA Knight will come out and be like, listen, I will have a match at WrestleMania. I'll fight anybody. And anybody that goes up against LA Knight gonna get that ass whooped. That's not an opinion. That is a fact of life. Yeah! And then we get Stone Cold Steve Austin versus LA Knight. Oh, that wasn't a joke. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Is that it? Did anything else happen that I should talk about? I guess we can go to Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. The match was alright. I was kind of eyeballing it, if I'm being honest with you. It was alright, because I knew it was going to end in a no contest. Gunther interfered and cost them both the match, and then Adam Pearce came out and said, well, we're going to have a triple threat. Because we didn't see that coming. So Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther will have a match at WrestleMania. Potential night one main event. Okay, so with that said, let's get to Dom and Rey Mysterio. Look, I've said this before. I think Dom and Rey Mysterio might have the best built WrestleMania match on this card. Under the bloodline, of course. We have Dom, after winning the tag match, say the same stuff. Rey's a deadbeat dad. He's a terrible person. He put his career before us. But then Rey comes out and confronts him. Dom says he's surprised that Rey actually showed up, given how many nights he went out. He went without a father. Rey, the elder, asks Rhea a moment alone with his son. She steps back. Dom asks where Rey was when he needed him, before accusing him of being selfish, asks to take away his WrestleMania moment because he's scared. But then Rey's all like, you're right. You're right. I've been a deadbeat father. I know I missed a lot of your birthdays. I missed a lot of the Christmases, the graduations, the football games. But I still love you, Dom. I still love you. And you are my world. Whether you believe it or not, Dom, you are my world. He says that Dom, despite everything that he's done, is still his world. But soon he's going to find out that this business is selfish and that he made the sacrifices so he, his mom, his sister could have the life that they're living now. He knows that life on the road took him away from his family, which is true. I believe it did. I think a lot of the stuff that Dom is talking about is real. I think that's why it's working. That's why people are connected, because it's real. Rey has missed a lot of time with his family. But he did it for them. For them to have all the cars and the houses. He gets choked up and admits he's having a hard time coping with all of this. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. He loved for nothing. He loved nothing more than for Dom to be there by his side. But it's too late for that. He says his biggest regret is what Dom has become. And if someone like him, some ungrateful, disrespectful, pathetic punk-ass kid called him out at WrestleMania, he gladly whooped that ass. But unfortunately, that kid is his son. And as long as he breathes, he will never, ever fight his son. Excellent promo. Maybe one of Rey's best. Might be Rey's best promo that I've ever heard him cut. Might be. And so he walks away, saying he will never, ever hurt his son. And so now we're in a very interesting spot. Dom has to do something really fucked up. Really, really fucked up to get Rey to wrestle him at WrestleMania. You got two options. He slaps his mama, or he ruins Rey's Hall of Fame induction. I hope he does both. I want Dom to go all the way evil. Slap your mama. Make you wanna slap your mama! And then ruin Rey's induction. Attack Rey at his induction. And that's when Rey makes it official. I'll see you at WrestleMania. Damn. Because he has to now. Nothing is working. They have told you it doesn't matter what Dom does at this point. He has to do something so fucked up. So fucked up. That believably it would break Rey's love for him and make him want to beat his son. That means it has to be so fucked up that Rey disowns him as a son. Yeah, he has to slap his mama. No, it would have to be the Hall of Fame. He would have to ruin Rey's Hall of Fame induction speech. And slap his mama. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying slap your mama. Man, I think this is one of the best stories they have right now. Everyone keeps saying that the only good story is the bloodline. No, it ain't. Dom and Ray is also good. I might think it's just as good. Personally. So I love that. Charlotte and Rhea Ripley had quite a segment. And you know what? I will say the promo aspect of it wasn't too bad. It actually was pretty solid. So Charlotte comes out. She talks about how when she was growing up, this sport was built on Rhodes as a challenger and Flair as a champion. And now it's once again built on Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, as a challenger and Flair as a champion. This is her 7th WrestleMania. And she's been either champion or challenger for each one of them. And she's definitely a star. She says Rhea can't be a star until she goes through her. And she can't do it any more than she could 3 years ago. Out walks Rhea Ripley. Rhea tells Charlotte she's 100% right. And that's why she chose her. Because when Charlotte is backstage, she shows no fear towards Rhea. Everyone else, every male, female, every time Rhea walks backstage, they cower in fear around Rhea. But Charlotte ain't scared for nothing. And she wants to change that by taking her championship at WrestleMania. And then Rhea cheap shots her. Charlotte falls down. And she says, oh, hell nah, bitch. Gets her. Okay, she can take off her earrings. But she gets to the outside. They start brawling. Big brawl. We have backstage officials come out to separate. Michael Cole putting over like $1 million. It was fine. It was fine. Got some heat behind it. The crowd liked it. I just kind of felt like the brawl was meh. There were obvious spots in there that didn't connect. You could easily see that Charlotte was overselling when she shouldn't be selling. I feel like Charlotte's gotten worse inside the ring, and I don't like that, but I hope the match is great. I hope the match is short and it's a squash, but I hope the match is great. This brawl was whatever. It was decent. I didn't think it was the greatest brawl in the world. It just feels like the women, as a whole, the women's division has taken a backseat. It's taken a backseat, and I don't like that. I thought for a time there that the women were going to be hot. Like, oh shit, it's going to be some good shit going on. You had Alexa doing the storyline with Bray. You had Asuka coming back with a new character against Bianca. You had Charlotte and Rhea. I was thinking, like, we got some hot stories here in the women's division. You had Damage Control, and then, of course, Trish, Lita, and Becky. Like, on paper, this division should be killing it. Nothing is connecting. Nothing's connecting with me, personally. But yeah, Rhea versus Charlotte, for sure. Like, that should be a great match. Hopefully. I'm praying to God it is. Alright. Y'all ready? Let's get to the main story. The main story of the night was everything involving Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. This continues to be one of the best storylines WWE has ever done, bar none. Seeing Cody Rhodes open the show, he invites Kevin Owens out, and then he invites Sami Zayn out to mediate the situation. And I love Cody Rhodes in this position because it highlights Cody as a man of peace and harmony. A great dichotomy to Roman Reigns, who's all about abuse, chaos, and disorder. Cody is a man of the people. Roman is a man of himself. And so he was able to bring Kevin and Sami together to at least talk. And what was interesting about this segment was that Sami was the only one making an effort. And Kevin wasn't. Sami was like, dude, listen, I know we've had a hard time in the past. We've been doing this for over 10 decades. We keep stabbing each other in the back. But I still, I still feel like we always come back from that. And it's not like we have to be friends. Fuck that. We just need to take down the bloodline. You can't do it by yourself. You keep losing. You need me. You need You some Sami. But then KO stops him and goes, why would I want to be a partner? Why would I want to partner with someone who doesn't want to be my friend? And you go, Kevin. Oh, Kevin. And then he just walks away. Kevin just wants a friend. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? You know? But you gotta have friends. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Did I say 10 decades? 10 years. Yeah, they've been fighting each other for over generations. How about that? You know what I meant. 10 years. Oh, baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. So, big heartbreaking segment. Kevin walks out. Sami realizes, oh, that's what he wants. We continue on to the next segment. Kevin's about to get inside the car. Sami stops him. And this was masterful. Sami stops him, looks him in his eyes, and he goes, Kevin, we are friends. We are friends. We've always been friends. We're not just friends. We're brothers. Yo. He called him an oos. He called him an oos, y'all. Oh, you love to hear it. But he says we're brothers, man. And if you don't ever want to talk to me again, I just want you to know one thing. And I will always love you. That boy hit that Whitney Houston. And I will love you. Ooh. That should be on American Idol. Anyways, yeah. Told him he loves him. And I love that Sami got genuinely choked up. Like, Sami himself, the guy that plays the character, got emotional. Because he meant it. They're actually friends in real life. Kevin and Sami are friends in real life. So you could tell that they both felt that. Kevin was about to cry himself. Emotional point. And then we fast forward to the end, where we see Jey Uso and Sami Zayn inside the ring. And I thought, oh my God. Bro, I don't want this storyline to end. Maybe that's why I want Cody to lose. Because I want this to keep going. I'm sad because the storyline is coming to an end. And I know it is now. We are watching one of the best stories being told. And it sucks that it's ending. So Sami and Jey are outside. They're not outside. They're inside the ring. Excuse me. Sami comes out. Hey, you want this? How you want to do this? Jey steps up to him and says he has a job to do. But Sami is about to hear this. You about to hear this, cuz. From day one, down 6, day one-ish. From day one, he didn't like Zayn. He didn't trust him. Didn't want to be around him. Didn't want him around the family at all. But then week after week, the bloodline and the fans, started liking Sami. Jimmy, Solo, Heyman, even the tribal chief. But not Jey. Not him. As a boy, he always thought it was his job to protect his family. And the one time he put his guard down to someone he thought loved him, he stabbed him in the back. Sami embarrassed Jey. Made him look stupid in front of the whole world. He called Sami his brother, his oos. Oosy, man. And do you know what that means to him? Somebody said he second guesses himself all the time, and she might be right. But from day one, Zayn has always been a fake ass oos. And now he doesn't have a choice. Jay doesn't have a choice. You have left me with no choice. Sami stops me and goes, you've always had a choice. You just choose to take the abuse from Roman. You've been abused by Roman since the day he became the tribal chief. Since you had that match against him at Night of Champions 3 years ago. You've been taking his shit for the longest time. But you're mad at me because I had the balls to put the knife in his back. I hit him in the back with a steel chair. And that's why you're mad at me. Jay snaps, beats up Sami, outruns Jimmy Uso. They're just tearing him apart. They're threatening to crush him with some steel steps. Kevin Owens' music hits. The crowd pops. Uso stands inside the ring. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's behind you suckers. Kevin appears from the crowd in the same jacket that Sami wore. And then he beats up both Jay and Jimmy. Stunners. Who he stunned? He stunned Jimmy and then he pop-up powerbomb Jay? Or was it the other way around? Doesn't matter. He hit him with a stunner and a pop-up powerbomb. They roll out of the ring. Now it's just Kevin and Sami. They turn to each other. And next thing you know, got to get the people what they want. I had to do it. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hug. And that crowd lost it. What an amazing, an incredible reaction that is. Holy shit. Man, I watched it a good 5 times before the stream. It's those type of moments that make you go, this is why I'm a wrestling fan. When wrestling is good, it's one of the greatest aspects of entertainment that there is. I almost get a little emotional watching it because that was a huge moment for Kevin and Sami because they've been doing this thing for over a decade now, and this might be the pinnacle of it. God, man. So it's clear that the Usos are going to lose at WrestleMania, right? And for the record, the Usos have had an amazing run. They don't get enough love, but the Usos have had a great run as tag team champs. Y'all, it's coming to an end. God, it's ending. Oh, God, the Bloodline storyline is going to end. You feel it. You feel it, because I love that they shot backstage to Cody Rhodes, standing in front of the TV watching this happen. Because he's a man of harmony, and Roman is a man of chaos. God, man. Cody looking like a proud father. Yeah, it's clear that they want to give that belt to Cody. And if they go about it the way that I told you that they should go about it, with Sami and Kevin helping him win and Jey Uso stabbing Roman in the back. Ooh, what was I going to say? Was I going to say Coleman? Cody Rhodes and Roman fused to phone Coleman. Jey Uso stabbing Cody in the back. And my God. No. Jey Uso stabbing Roman. I keep getting my mind mixed up with the names. Roman gets stabbed in the back by Jey Uso. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Then yes, Cody would definitely be, without question, your next world champion. Wow. Reunited and it feels so good. Na-na. Reunited. That was SmackDown. The segments were phenomenal. Some of the best stuff I've seen WWE do this year. It was phenomenal. The wrestling, meh. But it's not about the wrestling with WWE. It's about the storytelling. And they knocked it out the park. I'm excited for WrestleMania now. I think, and we'll talk about it more on Sunday, we now have an idea of what the card is looking like. So this Sunday, I'm going to break down the card. It's not going to be preview and predictions yet, but it's going to be a WrestleMania breakdown of what we're going to get. Like an early predictions. How about that? Early predictions. And then next Sunday, we'll do preview and predictions for the show. And I'll do NXT Stand and Deliver as well, because I think Stand and Deliver looks really good. It looks so goddamn good. So we'll do that too. But other than that, man, applause. That was great. The Bloodline, it's going down in history as one of the greatest stories ever told in wrestling, not just WWE. And it sucks. It sucks that it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end, man. But I guess I should be happy that I got a chance to live it, right? Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to spend just a few minutes in the live chat. Before I do that, Deonna Purrazzo was the recent wrestler to be a part of Alyx's World. I did an interview with her. Check it out. It is now live on my YouTube channel. She was a joy. Joy to be here with you and me. Hey, joy, yeah, joy to be with you and me, something like that. I think that's how the way the song goes. Probably not. All right, thank y'all so much. Let's go. What y'all talking about? Did you hear about what happened to Roxanne Perez? Well, what happened to her was storyline driven. She's not actually like done. They wrote her off TV because of an unknown reason. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. There is not even women's storylines for the women's division because fans were more sleeping on it than awake. I mean, you're not lying. So I made this statement on Twitter. This might get me in trouble. How are you guys feeling about the parodies? The WrestleMania parodies for WrestleMania 39. Because they did 4. They did one with Seth and Becky. That's Batman and Joker. I think Top Gun Maverick, or just Top Gun with Miz and Maurice. That absolutely sucked. Rhea Ripley is Stranger Things. And then they did Titanic with Bianca and Montez. That was funny. And then they got one more with 40-year version. 40-year-old version or some shit like that. Yeah, 40-year-old version. It ain't hitting. It's not hitting, man. I'm sorry. It's not as good as the originals. Maybe it's because the movies that they did in 2005, but, you know, WrestleMania 21, like, you have Batista doing Taxi Driver, talking to me. You know what I mean?
I became a fan in 2020. I'm glad to witness this.
Oh man, you're witnessing history. But like they did, you talking to me? You must be talking to me. I'm the only one here. You know, like that shit. You had Eddie and Booker T doing Pulp Fiction. Braveheart, Triple H doing Braveheart. Well, I am Triple H. Gladiator with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I am the master of the middle finger. You know what I mean? And then Undertaker. Oh, what did Undertaker do? What was that movie? It was a Clint Eastwood movie. Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you feel lucky, punk? And then what was that movie with? Okay, how something met Sally, with Kurt Angle and Christy Hemme, right? Like those were awesome. Nothing comes close to those. These parodies, in comparison, are booty. They're mediocre. I wasn't feeling them. Seth as a Joker was fun. Because we always thought he was a Joker. Or that was his gimmick, he was the Joker. But everything else, again, it's just not hitting.
Alyx, I believe Angie, Ray's wife, is the key to the match happening at WM39 between Dom and Ray. I mean, why else would Ray be holding back? It's her.
Again, if he slaps his mama, then that's what you do. But I think it's a combination of both of them. I think him ruining his Hall of Fame induction and then slapping his mama is what's going to get it. That's what I think. We'll have to see. Cena and JBL, a few good men. When Harry met Sally, thank you. Dirty Harry, that was the Taker one. Right, Jericho, Christian, and Benoit did a Basic Instinct with Stacy Keibler. Man, come on. This is lame in comparison. I remember the... Oh my god, it's the Basic Instinct one, right? Chris Jericho, Christian, and Benoit. They were asking Stacy some question. Benoit was like, have you been doing any type of mixed tag? That's Chris Jericho, mixed tag activity. And then Benoit was like, how about hardcore activity? And Christian's like, how about sadomasochistic activity? Like, yo, that shit was hilarious. And then I remember them closing it out with Chris Jericho going, I'm good. And Benoit's like, yeah, I'm good. And Christian's like, I love you. It's like, yo, man, like, what happened? Why is this shit so bad? Oh, and when Harry met Sally, that one was special because they had Linda McMahon at the end. Because after Kurt and Christy Hemme had their like pseudo sex kind of thing, you had Linda at the end going, I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. God, I'm reminiscing now. I'm reminiscing. No, that was not Mae Young. That was Linda McMahon. That was Linda McMahon. I'm done. I'm done. These parodies are booty. I hate it. Eugene as Forrest Gump was hilarious. Parodies more than the new parodies, but okay. So as you guys know, this week, next week, and then the week afterwards, we're going to be doing a lot of streams. So you might want to go ahead and schedule your Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around them. So starting this Sunday will be my first WrestleMania stream, and I might actually we'll do a WrestleMania Q&A, and we'll take a look at the WrestleMania card as it stands. So it'll be WrestleMania Q&A, plus, I guess, WrestleMania 39 card breakdown and analysis. Sure, we'll do that. And then we'll do Monday, which is Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown. And then next Sunday will be preview and predictions. And then, of course, Raw, Wednesday, Dynamite, SmackDown, Hall of Fame on Friday that week, and then of course NXT Stand Deliver, and then night one of WrestleMania, and then night 2 of WrestleMania, and then check this out. That week afterwards, Because I think... No. When does ROH have its pay-per-view? Let me look this up. ROH has a pay-per-view on the 31st, right? Shit! No rest for the wicked! Alright, so... I'll be throwing a Ring of Honor pay-per-view review, I guess, earlier that day. Or somehow I'll probably get it out, like, sometime that weekend. Oh my god, it's a lot of content. So we'll be doing that. And then the week after is Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown. And I need a break. Okay, I'm going to at least need a 2-week break after that, because that's a lot of streaming. Your boy's going to be wearing himself out. Lots of shorts and editing. And I need y'all to be there to keep me up, because I'm going to be tired. Tired, y'all. I'm going to be tired. But we're going to have a lot of streams coming your way, and I hope you guys check them out. I'm excited to be talking about wrestling during this time. I think things are going to get hot very, very soon. So be sure you check out more content by subscribing. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click this bell. Click this bell, click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day. And always know, no matter where you are, whenever you're watching, you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to make it. Because I do it for y'all. And only for y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm out of here. Peace.